Hello everyone, this is a continuation of my review of the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Combiner Wars Titan Class Devastator. And after this review, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. But continuing on from where I left off. Got one more vehicle to look at, and it's this crane vehicle. I do like the overall design of it. You do get these two places for the drivers to sit on the front here and the back here. I do like the caution stickers on the crane, and I do like this molded detail right here and on these two spots on the front. I do like how you got this thing where the head goes in, popping out in the middle. I like the caution stickers here and the silver headlights. I don't know, it looks very cool. I do like this part surrounding the tires. How it's slanted right here as opposed to just being round or completely square. And I do like the silver ladder right here. So, all in all, this does look very great in vehicle mode, like all the other Constructicons. And it's cool, Devastator looks great in his vehicle modes as well as his combined mode. I think that about does it for the vehicle modes. Now let's get these Constructicons into robot mode. Let's see, who to start first? Long Haul, I think would be a prime example. Now, this is basically just getting it into his hip thigh mode, with his feet and the arms sticking out from the sides. There's this tab right here. You're supposed to push down on it to make his head go up. And now this section tabs in back here, but first I think the feet should be taken out. And yeah, this is the only time these side things are taken out. And since he doesn't have a oversized belt, I suppose he should be turned around like so. And yeah, now I can tab this in. And here is Long Haul in his robot mode. Next, why not Mixmaster? This looks to be relatively simple. I get this. Get these up. These should be turned around, I think. Or if not, wait, yeah, I think like that is just fine. Yeah, this thing isn't really pinned in. This sort of just snaps into these holes right here. Probably to cut back on pins, which here's the most difficult thing about putting Transformers together. And as for this bulldozer guy, Yeah, I should probably get those around. And I think this is the best configuration. Pretty sure there's a way to get this, deal with this without it looking too kibbly. Yeah, that should just about do it. Yeah, next step is to get these fists out. And now on to, why not, the next guy. The shovel. As I suspect, I remembered, these do turn into the legs. What's great about this is you do get a lot of different transformations. These aren't really engineered in much the same way as the previous combiners, which have usually had articulation which comes from the legs and thighs of those pieces. And how you basically transform them is you slide in those legs and put those arms in, but these seem to have transformations that differ a lot from each other. I mean, there are some similarities between the arms and the legs, but that's about it. It's not really the same. Probably because you don't really get the interchangeability as you do with the other combiners. But you definitely do get more variety with these Constructicons. Legs out. There, here he is. Now, as for the next guy, this bulldozer. Do get these crotch pieces together. So I'm not really getting the snapping done on camera. This is kind of ridiculous. Okay, I managed to do that one off camera. As for the next part, I think this is ignored. It's not actually part of the vehicle mode. You do get, hold on, these crotch pieces fell out again. And now, hold on, I'm wondering where the head is. Ah, here it is. Finally remember that's where it was. This chest piece right here. Right. I can pull these feet out. Yeah, it's pretty good looking robot mode for this bulldozer. And as for this crane guy, should be relatively simple. Now this does sort of split in half and stick together at the sides in combined mode. It does nothing for the sort for robot mode and vehicle mode. Get this to tab in. Get these fists out. I'm sorry if I'm getting some stuff, some of the transformation off camera. That happens sometimes when I'm struggling with it. Can't really keep it within confined space of the camera's viewing area, but can now see here's all the Constructicons in their individual robot modes. And yeah, these look pretty great. I should raise my camera to center these guys more. Yeah, for the most part, these robot modes do look great. Now you don't exactly get... I mean, these are still pretty fiddly. You just don't get all the human-like articulation you'd want from these Constructicons. What I mean by that is they do... Although they do have configurations for different transformations, allowing for robot mode, vehicle mode, and a combined mode, you don't really get the articulation you would see on a normal figure. Not all of the articulation you would see on most Transformers in robot mode. For example, this guy, the arms do rotate here, but that's about it. I suspect... Now, I hear the Takara version does have elbows. I suspect this lacks the elbows for stability, because this doesn't really turn into a foot, more like a three-toed leg. Like some alien creatures in science fiction. Not Transformers. Other aliens. But yeah, all these do have good leg articulation. This figure, I do like the chrome on the chest, and this Decepticon symbol right here. Do like the silver on the face. Really like the faceplate. I like how the shoulders are giant wheels right here. I do like all these sculpted details and the paint job on the panel right here. Very cool. And I do like all these lines on the belt. The yellow belt right here. And nicely sculpted buckle. And I do like the silver paint on the thighs and the sculpted details on the legs here. Well, is this standing well? Yeah. Now, as for long haul, it is a very big and bulky figure. That's because this is, of all the figures, the one that looks most like his combined mode. This is supposed to be the lower torso, and the legs, and it really shows in how big the figure is. You don't really see that in this other figure because that sort of splits apart at the middle and comes together at the sides. This mainly just stays looking like this, except with the arms and the legs configured in a different way. I do like this silver buckle right here. You do get some decent looking feet right here. The arms are kind of small. You don't get a lot of articulation with these arms either. The arms do rotate around though. You do get some nice leg rotation. Like I said before, because this is also the leg for Devastator. It is pretty tight around here. But it's better for it to be too tight than too loose, unlike this arm here, which I think I'll replace. I do like the nicely sculpted details on the legs right here. And on the feet, or what you can see of it. And I do like this grill on the chest. And these nice triangle looking bits on the side. They also look pretty cool. I do like the head sculpt. It does have a face plate like the bulldozer guy, which looks pretty cool. I do like the red visor. Great. I do like the silver paint on the arms. It looks pretty cool. And again, this has wheels on the shoulders, which I think are great. And I do like the silver paint on the legs right here. Makes it look very cool. And yeah, even though this is looks mostly like Devastator's lower torso and leg, it's still a pretty good looking figure. Now, as for this guy right here, you do get better articulation with this guy. Yeah, you can't really rotate this with the elbows bent, so no bicep rotation, but again, you do get a nice shoulder movement like the other figures, and good leg articulation right here. And he is chrome in the chest, and just like he is in the mixer back here, so he looks pretty cool in robot mode. And I do like the paint scheme of this guy. I like the purple right here, which goes along with his chest, but this part isn't shiny like the chest, so it looks pretty good on the legs because it breaks up the monotony of the chrome and the green. I do like this head sculpt. It's nicely molded. Looks a lot like the Decepticon symbol, actually, if you look at it closely. And I do like the wheels on the arms right here. And you got two on the shoulders here, so that looks very cool. I do like these gas tanks on the arms. I like the Decepticon symbol on this lower torso, oddly enough. And he does have this section right here, which almost looks like a connector bit for the other Combiner Wars figures, which looks pretty good on those figures. And I think this design, which looks similar to that, looks good as well. I like the V buckle right here. This looks very cool. All in all, this is also a good figure. Just lacks articulation in the arms. Now this, I believe, is, you do get all the articulation right here, but it's on this ball joint, so you don't really get the elbow and bicep joints, which I think do a better job of hiding articulation seams than ball joints. But yeah, it's still a very great looking figure. You do get a nice big gap right here in the crotch. Sort of Combiner Wars Superion. And so you do get some treads, but you still do get some great articulation with the legs right here. And the chest piece looks pretty good. I like these red parts on the side, the Decepticon symbol right here, and I like how these stickers show up. And I like the nice head sculpt again, like the two figures on the right, nice visor and nice faceplate. So, for the most part, this is a good looking figure. It's nicely articulated. Okay. Moving on. This is the other bulldozer guy. Looks pretty good. I do like the chest piece I got from the back of the shovel right here. And it looks like I do get all the points of articulation that a normal action figure should have. Such as it bending at the elbow, turning at the arms, thigh swivel, knee bend. Everything except hip rotation, it seems. Sorry, this crotch piece keeps coming apart. One thing I would like to draw your attention to is these black parts right here. Unless the tab in one side of the black piece is going to the hole on the other side, this crotch piece won't completely fit together. But now I've got it to go together, so I'll move on. The treads do look much better. I mean, the fact that the crotch pieces come together makes this robot mode look much better. Let's see. You do get a good paint job and molded details on the arms. I like the red here and the silver around the wrist. Looks very great. And I like the silver on the shoulders. And again, it's a great looking chest piece, which also has silver on it. And you do get a nice head sculpt. I do like the visor. No mouth plate this time, but you do get a nice frown right here, which is fitting for Constructicons since they're Decepticons, and they go into battle. They're about to combine into Devastator. So, all in all, this is a good Constructicon as well. Possibly the best of all of them, in fact. Now, I move on to the head guy. Here he is. In robot mode. Let's see. Yeah, nice chest piece right here. Nice Decepticon symbol. Like the other Constructicons, you do get a nice chest piece. This does turn into the connector bit like the other figures in the Combiner Wars line, but this goes in sideways, unlike those figures, but still looks pretty cool. And I do like this chest design, which looks kind of Soundwave-ish, because it's square, but I do like the red here, the silver details right here. It's a very nice design, very G1 accurate. I like these black parts with red stripes on the belt here. And the legs look pretty great. I do like the blue arrows, the silver thighs, and the silver knee pads. And yeah, you don't get much with the arms, but again, you do get the full shoulder rotation and leg movement right here. And this head sculpt looks great. It's a visor and a mouth, just like that other guy. And it's a great looking head sculpt, just like that other guy. So, all in all, this has a good looking robot mode also. Well, that's about it for their individual robot modes. Now, of course, I should note once again, these do turn into, you do get this giant gun, which turns into smaller guns here. And this piece right here, you can take the wings off, and it also becomes a gun. And you can convert these arm things into guns as well. So these aren't just there to put on the combined mode when he's combined. These can actually be used in robot mode as individual weapons. And any of the Constructicons can use them. They all have the universal peg holes to hold the weapons. Okay, they actually go in like so. The fingers should be pointed down. Let's have a peg hole right here. And it goes into these peg holes in the figure's fists. Same goes with the parts of the gun, which can be put together. But yeah. That's about it for their individual robot modes. Let me show you how to turn them back into Devastator. It's mostly getting it to a configuration of their vehicle modes. Head guy, let's see. Yeah, that was this guy. Get these fists in. This part out. Get these out. Get those feet in as well. Hold on, I think that's about it. Oh yeah, these should probably go up. Probably easier to do it once I get this into vehicle mode first. Next is to get this split apart here. The head up here. Get this piece out here. Yeah, and get the... There you go. Crane down here. And yeah, there it is. That's for long haul. Yeah, this doesn't really... It's easier to do this straight from robot mode. Right here. Yeah, these. This, I believe, should go up. And this needs to go down. So does this part. And you do get, these do go in right here, like right here. And these parts of Long Haul his shoulders do tab into parts of the head. Should probably get the arms on before the big chest piece. Now, I know I said this was loose, but I should try to get this part on as well. Should probably turn this back into vehicle mode first. Yeah, this should go down. And just like with the head and trying to get this into arm mode, I'm actually getting it into vehicle mode first. I should stick this piece on here to the bottom. Get this connector bit out.